My name is Doug, and I'm the bus ministry director here at Valley Baptist Church. The bus ministry has given not only me, but my family the opportunity to serve people on a daily basis. So to get some context into my life, my parents and my grandparents were not Christian. We are first generation Christians, my wife and I. My parents were drug addicts. We were often homeless. If we weren't homeless and we had a place to live, we typically didn't have food or furniture in the house. In about the 4th grade, my sister found out that my parents weren't doing well. We were living in the back of my dad's truck. She came and got me, and I lived with her for about a year. And in that time, she took me to church, and I went to a Christian church, and I met a youth pastor there. His name was Pastor Danny. Pastor Danny saw me the way Jesus saw me. Pastor Danny loved me unconditionally, the way Jesus loves us unconditionally. Now, high school and young adult, I strayed from Jesus. I stopped going to church. I just turned to sin instead of turning to God. And I lived in that sin until my early 20s when I met my wife. And it wasn't until then, when her sister invited us to Valley Baptist Church, that I recommitted my life to Jesus. And I was baptized here at our church. And so my wife and I, when our first son was born, joined a life group. And Charlie Brown, the life group leader there, invited me to city nights, and he would take me out to share the gospel with people. And I had never done that before, but it was such an amazing tool to not only push me out of my comfort zone, but to tell people about Jesus and what he's done for them. So during COVID, I was sitting in my car in front of a grocery store in an absolute panic because I didn't know how I was gonna feed my family. I was uncertain about what lied ahead, and I remember sitting in my car praying and asking God, Lord, I know you want something more for my life, but I don't know what it is. And if you can show it to me, I will walk through every door you open for me without hesitation. And since that time, I started serving in the bus ministry, and during that, I felt so called to that ministry that I went forward and I gave my life to full-time ministry. And I've walked through that door willingly because God opened it for me. And I think one thing I want people to remember from that is that if you feel like you're not equipped, don't worry. If you feel like you're not worthy, none of us are. If you feel like, oh, I don't know if I could do that because of my past, yes, you can. My childhood, my story, my horrible upbringing, the drugs, the homelessness, the poverty, God has uniquely equipped me with the tools to help the vast majority of children who we deal with in Oildale. He's given me the understanding of what they're going through so I can comfort them. He's given me the ability to show them that what's going on today does not dictate who you become as an adult, and that the only thing we can do is put our faith in Jesus Christ to overcome the situations that we're in as a child.